Hello and welcome. Just give me a moment here. I'm just going to make sure we can go live on Instagram. All right, welcome to anyone who's joining us on Instagram. We are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram today and every day. So you can find us on any of those platforms. And for those that don't know me, my name is Gillian, and I work with Sean Fargo and the team at Mindfulness Exercises as a writer and meditation teacher, and I support with a variety of other things as well. So as we settle in, we will be here for 30 to 40 minutes, give or take. And as we settle in, please let me know in the comments where you're joining us from. So what part of the world are you currently meditating with us from? I am in Sweden, in the countryside, not far from Stockholm. And I'd love to know, typically we always have people joining from all over the world, many in the US, North America, but we do tend to have quite an international group of meditators here. And as you're letting us know where you're from, I'll just say a bit about today's practice. So I had an intention for today's meditation in the days leading up to this. But I tend to also honor and trust whatever's coming up for me in the moment and be guided based on that. So the intention, since spring is on our doorstep, was to lead a meditation sensing into the energies of spring. But I am the mom of a toddler who has been sick and not sleeping very well, and therefore I've not been sleeping well. And this theme of rest, permission to rest, making space to rest, feels very close to me right now. So it's a bit opposite to the energies of spring. So we will sense into rest today, resting the body and resting the mind. But if you are feeling the renewal and aliveness of spring, at the end of this meditation, I will share a blog post that includes a meditation and some other helpful tips and resources for welcoming the new season that we're stepping into if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. So again, let me know where you're joining from. We have a lot of people saying hello on Instagram from Italy, Sweden. Hello, fellow. I was going to say fellow Swede. I'm not a Swede, but I am here in Sweden. We have someone joining from the UK, the US, Holland, British Columbia, Los Angeles, Wales, India. Welcome, welcome. So I will we'll get started any moment now. And for this practice, I invite you to just take a moment now to find a posture that feels supportive of that energy, that theme of rest. Hello, Denise. Lovely to see you from Florida. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable, either seated or lying down. Hello to those joining from Australia, Canada, Singapore, originally from Indonesia. Finding a posture that feels restful for you, supportive for you. Just taking a moment to arrive in your body in this space by sensing into the points of contact between your body and the surface that's holding you. If you haven't already, you might like to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Noticing what it feels like to be connected to the earth, supported by the force of gravity. Perhaps setting an intention for this practice, for our time together, an intention to rest mentally and physically. We spend so much of our time, our lives, doing, doing, doing. So, can we give ourselves permission for the next 15 minutes or so to rest into being? And connecting with your breath, sensing its effortless, innate flow into and out of your body. Softening into the breath. And drawing your attention towards your feet. Seeing if you can create space for your feet to simply be, to rest into being. And then guiding your awareness slowly up and through your physical body. Allowing, inviting all parts of your physical body to rest into being. All the muscles in your legs, your hips, your bottom, softening your belly, your chest, your back, and your breath. Resting, all striving, all doing. Allowing your shoulders to rest, and your arms all the way down to your fingers. Traveling up through your neck and your throat with this gentle awareness. Resting your mouth and your jaw. your cheeks, your eyes, your forehead and brows, allowing your entire headspace, including your thoughts, to soften, to settle into being. Allowing your whole body and your thinking mind to rest in and with this present moment. Giving yourself this space to pause all doing and all striving, and to rest into being. Noticing if there's any resistance to resting. So acknowledging the presence of that resistance with gentleness and curiosity. And then coming back to this exploration of what it's like to just rest, to just be. Resting with your body, resting with your breath for the next few moments of silence. allowing yourself to simply be here, softening, surrendering into this moment, into the simplicity of being. Take a moment to express gratitude to yourself for this practice, for giving yourself the space to rest, to be. Perhaps extending gratitude to your breath for supporting you, to the earth or the room you're in for holding you. And when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes, taking all the time you need. So welcome back. Re-entering this space whenever you feel ready. And if you feel called to rest longer, please allow yourself to do so if there's nothing you need to urgently tend to. And for those that have rejoined with eyes open into this virtual space, I'd love to know if there's anything coming up for you through that practice, any insights you wish to share, anything you noticed or felt in your body or your mind during that practice, or any questions you have at all related to this meditation or related to mindfulness meditation, generally speaking, or mindfulness, generally speaking. Thank you, Saruni, on Instagram. And as you're taking your time to come back, I'll again just share for those that joined a little bit later. I was intending to lead a meditation sensing into the energies of spring, which are really energies about new life and renewal and expansion. And this was actually quite the opposite. When I'm guiding a meditation, even if I have a plan, um, unless it's being pre-advertised, so to speak, and people are expecting something in particular, or they've signed up for something in particular, I like to trust what's actually present for me and to guide from what's alive in me at that moment. Um, and today, being the mom of a toddler who's not sleeping well, and therefore I am not sleeping well, I felt really called to sense into this theme of rest, to give ourselves permission to rest, both mentally and physically. Um, there's so much going on in life that calls us into action, um, into thinking, into doing, into movement of some sort. Again, this can be physical movement, can be mental movement. We can spend a whole day moving physically very little, but our minds could be racing, going a million miles a minute, and the need for that to rest needs to be acknowledged as well. Um, for those of you, however, that are feeling this um, call to explore the energies of spring, um, or if you may feel it in the coming days, because of course the energies we feel shift from moment to moment and from day to day. I will share a blog post um, which includes resources, meditations that are supportive of um, sensing into spring. So let me just make sure I can share that to all of the different platforms here. And then I'll come back in a moment. All right, so it looks like I've shared all the platforms. Um, let's see. Already on Instagram, thank you for being the space and guiding us through this beautiful meditation session. Thank you so much for joining, Artie. Nice to see you here. Um, Chris says, thank you for the moment to come home. Yeah, yeah, this is really coming home to our bodies, to this moment, to the space that is actually supporting us right here and now. Again, we spend so much time living past or the future, chasing something that we think we should achieve, or perhaps that we very genuinely wish to achieve or experience in life, because we are human, and having goals and hopes for the future is there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but it's really about bringing balance to how often we spend doing, achieving inactivity of some sort, and balancing that with simply resting in presence and allowing ourselves, our mind, our body to rest. Um, so I'm glad that moment was appreciated. Mm. And Nayana says, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Can be here for a little while longer if you do have any remaining questions about mindfulness, meditation, your personal practice, anything at all. Please share. And if you'd like to explore mindfulness and community, and you're not already a part of our Connect community, I will share the link to that. There is a calendar there with all of our live meditations as well, and that is also on the Mindfulness Exercises website. But if you'd like to connect with Mindful Community, I will share the link for that. I know on Instagram you can't actually click on these links, um, but you can also find these things through the Mindfulness Exercises homepage. So the first one you would find through um, uh, or you could use the search bar in the Mindfulness Exercises website and search spring meditation. And you can find the Connect community from the homepage as well. And I don't think I see any more comments coming in. But again, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you for your practice. Um, our personal practice is so, so important. And it doesn't have to be elaborate, it doesn't have to be lengthy, but it's really crucial to carve out this time and this space for ourselves to just to rest, to simply be alone, to give the mind a break, to give the body a break if we are physically overworked or physically physically tired in some way. So yeah, I think it's important that we all just do what we can do, find little pockets of time throughout the day, 5 minutes here, 20 minutes if we can, more if that's, suitable for our practice and our lives. Um, Making mindfulness meditation a priority, really to enhance our presence, our well-being, and to become more aware of life and what's going on within us mentally, physically, emotionally, even spiritually, if that resonates with you. But again, thank you so much. I will connect with some of you in the Connect community and or in the teacher training program. And I will be here at the same time next week. So that's 8:30 a.m. Pacific. If you are in a so the North America just changed their 8 days ago. So for the next 2 weeks, if you're in Europe or Australia, the timings might be a little different to what they normally are, but it's always based on 8:30. So thank you again so much, and you all a mindful rest of your day, and just give yourself permission to rest wherever you can, whether that means taking a 2-minute breathing break at work to simply be, or to actually lay down and give your body some rest without your phone or any other distractions nearby. Can be helpful. So thank you again so much, and hopefully I'll connect with you all soon. Take care.